everybody, this is Matt Poindexter with MDP LLC. We're a firearms training company, and today we're partnering with Sota Arms. We're going to go over some safe handling techniques. We're going to review the 4 rules of firearm safety, and we're going to talk about basic safety at the range. A little bit about myself. I am an NRA certified basic pistol instructor, basic rifle instructor. I'm a Minnesota permit to carry instructor. I'm a Wisconsin permit to carry instructor, as well as a Florida permit to carry instructor. I am also a range safety officer, and I am a NRA distinguished expert, which basically just means that one time or another I was a pretty darn good shot. So today, to get started, we're going to review, before we go to the range, we're going to review the 4 rules of firearm safety. Rule number 1, treat every firearm as if it is loaded. That means do not do something with a firearm, loaded or unloaded, that you would not do with a loaded firearm. Doing so creates bad habits. It allows your brain to think that certain things are allowable that you don't want it to think are allowable with a loaded firearm. Rule number 2, always keep your muzzle pointed in a safe direction. Do not point your muzzle at anything you don't intend to destroy. Imagine, if you will, that there's a laser coming out the end of your barrel, and you never want that laser to touch another human being or anything you don't want to destroy. Follow that one. There's a 99.9% probability that if you don't point your muzzle at another human being, that you're not going to harm another human being with that firearm. There's always a possibility of a ricochet. Rule number 3, keep your finger off the trigger and outside the trigger guard until you are ready to shoot. I'm assuming everybody knows this, but if you don't, this is the trigger, this is the trigger guard. You want to look for your trigger finger to be very obviously away from the trigger, nowhere near the trigger until you are ready to shoot. And by ready to shoot, I don't mean loaded. By ready to shoot, I mean loaded, on target, sights lined up, in the proper grip and stance, ready to shoot before you squeeze the trigger. And last but not least, know your target and what's beyond. At the end of the day, you are responsible for where your projectile goes, so you have to know if it's what it's going to penetrate, where it's going to go, how far your bullet's going to travel. Know what your ammunition will penetrate. At the end of the day, again, when you squeeze that trigger, you are responsible for where that projectile goes.